It's Becca and Mike, the Hot Morning Show here on Hot 106 with YBN Cordae in the building.
Yes,
Thank you so much. We just found out this is not your first time in Providence.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
So your grandma lives here?
Yeah.
I had no idea that you had such close family ties. And this is grandma that's on Lost Boy.
Yeah, the one, yeah, exactly. Yep.
Did you record that here in Providence?
Yeah, I recorded it. I went to go visit her at the hospital, and I recorded it, like, literally on my phone. It's a phone video, and I turned, like, the audio, I hooked it up to Pro Tools, and, like, added, like, a piano and my boy, Sir's vocals behind it, but, like, it's this video.
Oh. And
Wow.
I literally just
crazy.
uploaded the audio to, like, Pro Tools, and yeah.
That's unbelievable. So that was right here in Providence. How long has she been in Providence?
She was born, my whole family lived in, like, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yep.
But my mother grew up. My family moved around a lot,
Yep.
but my mother grew up, like, my mom was born in Providence, Rhode Island.
Wow.
Like, my mom was born in Providence.
So we were born in the same hospital then, because there's only one hospital people are born at in Providence, women and infants. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. But my grandma for like an older lady, she be moving around all the time.
Yeah.
So she lived in like North Carolina like 3 years ago, then moved back out here, then like moved and then moved back out here. So like,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Well, welcome home.
Damn, what a connection. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
That is. And how's grandma doing now? And
she's good.
Yeah, and she loves being now like a superstar.
Yeah, I know. She like, Cordae, you got my bond. Yeah, I'm hot in these streets.
She's gonna have to be on the next album then.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. You know, got grandma a little clearance check and all that. So
hell yeah.
And she must be so proud of you. And well, back to now, you grew up in Maryland.
Yeah.
So this has been a big week. Congrats to the Nats.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go Nats. Yeah.
What was that like watching the World Series? And I think they used the single.
Yeah. They used R&P to open up the World Series. Like, I was like, wow,
that's wild.
Dope. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking dope.
I mean, the World Series Game 7, I think 23 million people watched it.
Yeah.
So just to imagine that many people's eyes on the single at one time.
Yeah, it's dope.
Big deal.
Yeah, no.
You going to the parade on Saturday?
No, I'm not. It's gonna get too wild. And I think I got a show on Saturday. Actually, I have a show in DC on Saturday. So
well, you might be having some special guests over there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's wild. So speaking of the single, what was it like working with Anderson Paak?
It was super dope. It's funny, like when it's funny how the whole like thing transpired. Like I first met Anderson during the BET Awards of 2018, and he came up to me and like had his phone out, this on, so I'm like, yo, because I think that's when I first started coming on. He's like, yeah, bro, you dope and shit, and I didn't know who he was. I thought he was like, but thank God I'm like a good human being.
Fan?
Yeah, I thought he was a fan at first. I swear to God, but then I see him like accepting an award like 10 minutes later. I was like, oh shit, and then I linked with him. Like, for real, I linked with him later that day, and I was listening to we were just playing each other music, unreleased music. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, this shit is amazing. And then I went and, like divulged in his catalog, and I was like, whoa, like, this shit is crazy. So then I started, I was hitting him up like, yo, bro, we gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying, do some shit. And he was on tour overseas, and, what else? Oh yeah, so I played him. I had a whole different song to that beat, to the J. Cole beat. I had a completely different song. I played it for him, and mind you, he didn't know that J. Cole produced it. And I played him. He was like, "I ain't gonna lie, bro. The song's ass, but I fuck with the beat." And there's not too many people I would like.
Yeah.
I wasn't so in love with the song either. You know
he
what I'm saying?
confirmed it for you.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, alright, let's do something with the beat, and then we did it in like a radio room studio, and was just no pen, no pad, just going back and forth with each other.
That's dope. I feel like the vibe of the song and just you two in general together was like meant to be, especially
for
on
sure.
that beat.
That's my guy. Like I probably kicked it with Anderson like 200 times before we even hopped in the studio together. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, that's like my brother, like in real life, like outside of music, like that is like my fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, I call him about like personal shit, you know what I'm saying, like big bro advice.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying, like out non-music related, you know what I'm saying, like that's my dog.
It's good to have somebody like that in your life.
Oh, for sure.
Where'd the concept come from for the video? It's really entertaining and fun.
I sat down with Fredo and came up with it, and thought just the idea, like, cause I went through like 7 to 8 treatments for that, and I was like, nah, this isn't it. It has to be like a really dope video. You know what I'm saying? That like makes the song even better. It can't be like an average video for such a a good song. You know what I'm saying? So I just sat down and thought about it, me and Fredo, collaboratively. And I'm real hands-on with everything. I'll be doing like all my video concepts, really. I just don't really be like talking about it. But yeah, it was super fun.
You getting sick of people telling you you're an old soul?
No, I don't really be hearing it like that.
Really? It feels like it, because when I listened to The Lost Boy for the first time, I'm going to be honest, I was like blown away.
No, dope.
You know, to me, I've been saying this all year. I think it's album of the year. It's a refreshing album. Yeah,
For my unbiased opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a refreshing album. It just sounds complete. It sounds like it has a purpose. And I mean, some of the features on there with Ty Dolla $ign, Pusha T. What was it like kind of getting those guys involved?
Yeah, I think it was just a big blessing to get like, and you know, it just shows, you know, it was just a big blessing to get cats like that on it, you know, to get Pusha T, Meek Mill, Ty, Anderson.
Chance.
You know, and these are people who don't really do features.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ty is like the feature king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to hit, go to Ty Dolla. That's what. But like, other than that, it's like you don't really hear Push on niggas' albums. You know what I'm saying? You don't really hear Meek. You don't really hear too much of Anderson. You know, so it was really dope. I felt like it was getting it's a great balance of like getting those features that's like hard to obtain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know obviously it's your product, so you're always gonna believe in it 100%. But seeing the reaction and how, like, I mean, I think every radio DJ blog has been putting it up there. It's basically album of the year.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It feels good to hear you say it, you know, just confirmation, because I took a lot of time with this, man. I took my time. I spent a lot of time on this, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about this in the car, like, I spent like a good year making this, you know. I went through like 50 songs, you know, and it's still like 70 songs it's like not even done that didn't make it, you know. So I took a lot of time, so it's good to see something like you put so much energy into, so much everything, you know. I'm very like vulnerable in this body of work. I'm very transparent as possible, because as human beings we all kind of have to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to see it's like really resonating on people, you know. That's the main thing, that it's like resonating and actually helping somebody out there, you know what I'm saying, who's going through some shit.
And it sounds so cliche, but in a way it's called Lost Boy, but in a way you found yourself through it.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, like, you know, we all kind of lost one way or another, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. Not, like, just completely lost, but I'm still not all the way found. I'm still, like, figuring shit out about myself, you know what I'm saying? Every day I'm still, like, trying to get better as a human being, as a person, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody is, no matter what age, whether you 18 or you 48, you know what I'm saying? So
The storytelling on the album, too, I thought was phenomenal, and it's interesting because you don't hear a lot of younger, new artists kind of stick to something like that, where it's like, this is obviously a passion of yours, something you're really good at. Did you ever feel any pressure to kind of maybe stray from that a little bit, to kind of maybe catch a buzz, or were you like, nope, this is who I am, this is what I'm putting into it?
Yeah, nah, I wasn't worried about nothing like that, cause that's if just focusing on like now shit, you know what I'm saying, trends or riding waves, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna fade out soon. This shit, it's like the bubblegum era, you know, not bubblegum era, but like, it's like the era where music is very, not even diluted, just like in and out, you know what I'm saying? If it's not like something with substance, versus like going like, you know, taking steps and climbing up to the top, you know what I'm saying? And I was more pressured, like, I know I gotta put out a good ass body of work. I wasn't even worried about like, no other shit. I was like, cause body, you gotta think, like, we're in an age now, like, look at Tyler, the Creator. He didn't drop no singles. He don't got no massive hit, but the album as a body of work was fucking great, and everybody love that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's really like the time we in now.
What has been the most surprising thing to you about fame?
It's more, it kind of like, it can change like the people around you. Like, everybody wants a piece of it, more so than the money. Like, people like want a piece of it. Like, I'll have somebody call like, man, why don't you shout me out in your Joe Budden interview? I'm like, my nigga. Like, so it's just like everybody, I don't know, but it's just how you handle it. You know, I keep a bunch of real ones around me, the same ones around me. So it's like, but yeah, it more so affects people who not even like really involved, but just was like, I gave you a ride to school one time when you were like 14. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those people are the ones who are like call. Cause I got the same number since high school, literally. But Yeah.
And you're like, thanks for the ride, but
Yeah.
bye.
My nigga, what
I
do you
know. Well,
It was
yeah.
0.7 miles away.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Before Uber, I would have got it. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
didn't
I'm
even
saying?
charge you for any gas.
Yeah, and I gave you $10 for the ride for a mile ride, bro.
Sheesh.
Right, he robbed me.
Speaking of the people around you, the way the YBN Collective came about is there's an interesting backstory there. Talk about that.
So, you know, Namir, Almighty J, they all met online. They all met on the Xbox Live. And I met them not through Xbox Live, but I met Namir on Instagram, and we just always connect, just chop it up about life and shit. And then whenever we was in the same city, we just link up. But yeah, all them, they met on like Xbox Live on Grand Theft Auto. Which is like the coolest shit ever. I wish I was.
They were on like a heist together?
Yeah, I wish I was on that shit with them, because that shit's like the coolest come up story ever to me.
That's dope. Well, you guys have a good collaborative now, man. You all doing your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Going forward, we're heading into 2020 now. What can we expect?
Just from the YBN Collective?
Just you in general.
For me, probably another body of work. I'm working on it right now, like shit, for 2020. So that, more singles, more videos from the Lost Boy. A lot of visuals from the Lost Boy. I wanted to drop the Nightmares of Real video yesterday on Halloween, but it wasn't all the way done yet. And I'll probably drop a Thanksgiving video around Thanksgiving. That'd be pretty dope.
That
you know
makes
what
sense,
I'm saying? And you know, me, Namir, and Jay got like a bunch of shit in the stash as well. So definitely a whole lot of that.
A lot coming up.
Yeah.
Dope. Looking forward to it.
We're wrapping up here with YBN Cordae. We got a couple questions from our audience here. Anaya wants to know, do you have any phobias?
Who's Anaya? Hey, Anaya.
Hi.
Do I have any phobias? No, not really. Phobia is just like you can't, like you're like anti something. Like you can't be in a room full of people, or you can't.
Scared of like spiders or
Yeah.
snakes or
For me, it's feet, but it's not
anything?
about me.
Feet. That's
oh, really?
random.
No, I'm joking.
He's like, might as well.
I'm really trying to think.
We can get back to
Fake
that.
people.
Fake
Fake
people.
people. There you
That's
go.
good.
Phobia. That's a bar.
That is. There it is.
And at what point in your career, this is from Katie in Providence. Hi,
Hey,
Katie.
Katie. Hey.
At what point in your career did you realize that you made it?
I don't know. I still don't feel like I made it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Well, no. I'm very appreciative. I realize it, but actually, no. When I met Dr. Dre, I was like, okay, this shit is real.
Yeah.
But I still be like, it'll hit me at like random moments, you know, because I'll be so like tunnel vision and focused on like what's next. I don't try to like get too much in my own head or like believe in my own hype too much. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do that because you gotta stay humble. You know, so I'm always just like, what can I do next? What can I do to get better as an artist, to take those next steps? But it'd be like random ass moments. I'm like, bro, I just got off the phone with blah blah. What the fuck, nigga? Like this shit is crazy. So it'll be that.
I saw you posted a picture with Dave Chappelle. I mean, that's kind of got to be one of those moments.
Yeah, that was for sure, for sure. Yeah, nah, it'll be something like that. Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't have that like too often though.
Yeah.
So, but it's dope.
YBN Cordae, thanks so much. And I had no idea you had such connections to Providence.
Yep.
We cannot wait for you to come back and can't wait to see what 2020 has in store for you.
Appreciate
Thanks
you
so much. It's Hot 106.
Absolutely.